Major Slack Videos.
Boy, yeah, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more Horizon Zero Dawn on very hard difficulty. This is the Helis boss fight. Fortunately, they give you an autosave right after defeating Helis, which is great because now we have the empty arena to ourselves, and I can give you a complete rundown of my strategy. Because, first of all, there's no way I could do this to live running commentary, and even dubbing in the commentary on a recorded boss fight, I don't think there'd be enough time to describe all my strategies. So, this is the empty arena, like I said, after the boss fight, and I'm going to give you a rundown of exactly what you're going to see, and then I'm going to run the boss fight, and you'll see these strategies in effect. You start out, first of all, defense. I've ran this boss fight many times with the Shield Weaver and the Karja Blazing Heavy. The Karja Blazing Heavy outperforms the Shield Weaver by a country mile. I would strongly recommend this. And make sure you have some good resist fire mods on it. Okay? Resist fire ways. And that will, I mean, as long as you keep your distance from Helis, you can shrug off all of his attacks, because his ranged attacks are all fire based. Okay? So as long as you keep your distance from him, you can shrug off all his attacks and you'll come through just fine. You'll barely take any damage at all. This is very hard difficulty, don't forget. You start off about here, and the two weapons, okay, the two weapons that you'll be using, I would say exclusively, are the Shadow Hunter bow with fire arrows, okay, and the blast sling. And you'll be using this primarily blast bombs, but at times you will also be using proximity bombs. Sticky bombs are not that useful sometimes, but mostly blast bombs and proximity bombs. I wouldn't try to use traps because there's just no time. Alright, now along with the Karja Blazing Heavy outfit, your best defense is to keep your distance from Helis. Keep as far away from him as possible. During the fight, there's a stairway that goes up here that is still intact. About halfway through the fight, the Deathbringer is going to destroy that stairway, but up until about halfway through the fight, that's going to be intact. So if Helis is there, you want to be here. You always want to be on the opposite side of wherever he is. So if he's down there, you want to be up here. Alright? That's all there is to it. Keep it far away from him as possible. And he can shrug off almost all attacks by simply blocking them. So don't try to hit him directly with the sharp shot bow with precision arrows. Forget about it. Even if you do load up a triple shot, forget about it. He's just going to shrug it off. Your best attack is the blast bomb, and let's say Helis is that green barrel right there. Your best attack is a blast bomb, but don't shoot it at him. Shoot it right beside him, like right about there, or on the other side. Okay, like right about there. That's what you want to do. Every time you shoot at him, shoot it right beside him, and you'll do a lot of damage. You won't be able to block that. Okay, and if you have time, switch over to proximity bombs and lay out a few, you know, as he's coming up. Make sure you spread them out so that if you put them all together, and if he comes up directly to it, and it's like, you know, he sets it off and he manages to block it, he's going to block them all. So spread them out. So it's like you want to create a minefield, a virtual minefield that he walks into. So in order to block all the damage, he would have to like zigzag through. And he can't do that. He won't do that. So that's what you want to do. Okay? If you have time. Alright? That's Helis. Now, he spawns with, when the fight first starts, he spawns with a whole bunch of minions. I forget the name of them. Let me just look up in my official game guide here. He spawns with a whole bunch of minions. And those guys are who you want to take down first. Take them all down first. I would just completely ignore Helis. Looking up here. His minions are called cultists, of course. Yeah. All the cultists. Those guys, those bad boys you want to take down right away. And you can easily take them all down. You're going to start off right about here. Alright? As soon as the fight's on, switch over to your Shadow Hunter bow, fire arrow, and you're going to dodge to the left here. And there's going to be a bunch of cultists right there every time. Shoot this barrel, ba-boom, with a fire arrow. It'll blow up. Wipe out a whole bunch of cultists there. Then immediately load up another fire arrow, and there's going to be another barrel about halfway up there. Okay, and there's going to be some cultists moving up there. Blow away that barrel, and then dodge over to right here. Other cultists going to be come down here and shoot that barrel there. In that order, as quick as you can. You start here, fire arrow, dodge over, blow that barrel. Aim up there, about halfway up, another barrel up there, blow that barrel, slide over here, blow this barrel. That will take care of most of them. If there's any left, switch over to your blast bombs and finish them off with the blast bombs. This is the easiest way to finish them off, because you don't want to be hung up trying to aim carefully at them with your precision bow or say your war bow with shock arrows while Helis is gradually approaching. You don't want to do that. You want to wipe them out as quickly as possible. Alright? And forget about Helis. He's going to be up there. He's going to be at the top there, and at first half of the fight he's moving very slowly and menacingly. So he's going to be moving very slowly and menacingly across there, and he's going to come down the stairs here. You got plenty of time, so make sure you wipe out all those cultists first. Once they're all down, then it's just Helis. And like I said, keep your distance, load up the blast bomb, keep as far away from him as possible, because if you get close, he's got this absolutely devastating melee attack, which most of the time you don't survive. He pretty much one-shots you, even with good protection. So just forget about going toe-to-toe to him. Forget about it, okay? Keep your distance. Whenever there's an opportunity, he's coming close to a fire barrel here, switch over to your fire arrows and blow the barrel. Okay? Right when he's like getting close to the barrel, preferably when he's right beside it. Not before, when he's right beside the barrel, like right about there. When he's there, blow the barrel. Alright? And halfway through the fight, the Deathbringer that's lobbing bombs from down there is going to blow away this bridge. That's something to consider, because one of the minions, one of the cultists, has a Deathbringer gun which you can use on Helis. It's very useful. Okay, the Deathbringer gun, if you follow my strategy, is going to always drop on this stairway here about halfway up. Alright, you want to use that before the Deathbringer down there. I know this sounds confusing. There's a Deathbringer gun and then there's a Deathbringer machine. Before the Deathbringer down there blows away these stairs, you want to use that Deathbringer gun, because otherwise the Deathbringer gun, the game was like, you know, it will say, okay, the stairs are blown away, I'm not going to take away the Deathbringer gun, I'm going to spawn it right here. But what happens is you can't access it. Even though you can see the Deathbringer gun right there, you can't access it. You're fumbling around, you can't access it, so forget it. You want to use that Deathbringer gun before Helis is down to half health. So basically what you're keeping your distance, right? Keeping your distance, keeping your distance. What you want to do, the ideal situation is you want Helis down there and you want him to commit to coming up this side. Okay? Make sure he does not start coming. Make sure you know he's not coming up that side. You're down here and you know he's starting to come up that side. Once he commits, you're going to go over to this side, run halfway down, pick up the Deathbringer gun and go at him hard as he's going up, because you cannot use the Deathbringer gun on him. Like, if he's like there and you start using the Deathbringer gun on him, you won't have time to use it, because he'll just dodge forward a couple times and just whack you into oblivion. Okay, you got to be far away from him. Okay, far away, like preferably across the divide between the stairs, or preferably he's down there and you got the Deathbringer gun up here, like he's way down at the bottom. Alright, and even though he'll block some of the shots from the Deathbringer gun, he can't block them all, so just aim directly at him and just empty out the Deathbringer gun, and that will do a lot of damage. Alright, and other than that, blast bombs, proximity bombs, lay a minefield when you have time, blow the green barrels. And when it comes down to near the end, you're not going to have these stairs here to be able to get away. One thing you can do, although I never use it, is just jump on the, you can go up here, sorry. I rarely do this though, because when it comes down near the end, usually what I do is I make a standoff here, because you got so many barrels, and he's coming towards you. I just wait for him to come, and then I blow all the barrels as he's coming, and that usually finishes him off. Right? This is like your Alamo, okay? He's coming towards you, and then you blow the barrels. If he's still alive, then make a run for it, up the stairs. Take the zip line, and down you go. And you can get away, alright? So that's what you can do when those stairs are blown away. And that's pretty much it. Using all those strategies, I pretty much have no problems with Helis. As long as you stick to it, keep far away, and know all your opportunities. Alright, so now I'm going to roll the boss fight in real time, and I'll try to dub in some commentary, but like I said, I probably won't have time to explain everything that I just explained to you. Alright, so here we go. Helis boss fight. Let's roll it. Okay, here we go. Switch to fire arrows, dodge to the left, blow this barrel. Find the barrel halfway up, blow that one. Right away, don't wait, and blow this barrel over here. That usually takes out the vast majority of the cultists. And then it's just launching blast bombs wherever you see them. Just quickly aim and shoot. Don't worry about being precise. That's the great thing about the blast bombs. Now I've just got two guys left, Helis and another cultist. And I'm not worrying about identifying who's who. I'm just shooting it at them in the general area because I know that the cultist is not going to survive and Helis is going to take very little damage. Alright, so now just Helis is the one left. I always take this opportunity to reload to craft some more blast bombs, and now it's just a matter of staying on the opposite side like I described of Helis all the time. Okay, so he's down at the bottom, you stay at the top. And fire blast bombs near him, not at him, near him. Preferably beside him. And now I'm going to try a proximity minefield. Here I was pretty confident that he's going to blow them before he got close. You see it did a lot of damage. And now he's on the opposite side. This is an ideal opportunity to use the Deathbringer. It's perfect. This is on the opposite side. So grab that Deathbringer and go hard at him. Just aim directly at him. See it do a lot of damage here. He will block some shots, but you might as well use it now before it gets locked out. And some more proximities. Keeping my distance. Watch as he walks into the proximities. Dodging his fire arrows. See, now we got him dead to rights. This is the ideal spot. You want him on the opposite side. Just keep laying in those blast bombs. Now his health is down to about half, so he speeds up. This always happens. He speeds up. So you gotta be careful. Hit those fire barrels when he's coming towards you. And keep your distance. Waiting for him to come near this fire barrel. That was a close one there. So now I know that he's pretty low on health. This is where I make my... This is my Alamo. Waiting for him to come, throwing us some blast bombs. Switch over to fire arrow. Blow that one. Waiting for him to come over here. And I got him. I didn't even need to use the last fire arrows. Oh yeah, and by the way, I always turn out the audio during this because I can't stand his taunting. So now I'm just going to turn the audio back on. And you'll get to see how Aloy deals with Helis in his final moments. Free choices, doesn't matter. They all kill him.
Chosen. Hades only chose you because you're a fool. A sadistic butcher too stupid to see you were being used. Your whole life was a failure. And soon, no one will even remember you. Turn your face to the sun and think about that!
There you go, girl. Gotta love the way she steps aside. I don't want any of his blood on me, kind of thing. That's it. That's how to defeat Helis. Quick and easy.
Wind's whipping me. One foot in front of the other.
He always gives up some rare mods. Very rare, rather, mods. And if you need to heal, use health potions rather than your medicine pouch. Because a lot of these cultists drop health potions. And even Helis. So you'd be able to refill them. Refill your health potion pouch. See, there's 2 more health potions in here. Couldn't even pick them up. And 2 more here. Strike that, not the cultists, but rather the supply crates that are dotted around. I think there's 1 more supply crate up here. See, even more health potions. Okay, so use those health potions. Don't use your medicine pouch. And now, you actually get a, like I said, you get an autosave right after killing Helis. You should like write down, like go into your saves and write it down which autosave that is so that you can start from this autosave, because the next part is absolutely hellacious. The onslaught. You may want to switch up weapons and your outfit. I always switch to the shield weaver outfit. Always for the next part. And I like to have certain traps ready, but the game always rips you off and switches to default. So I usually switch to fire traps. Just for posterity. Maybe it'll be like that when you get down there, but that'll be the best. And also reload everything. Just make sure you got plenty of ammo for everything. You're going to be using primarily the awesome cannon, which is unlimited ammo, but there will be times when you may need to use other stuff too. Okay, so make sure everything is fully loaded. And you're ready to go. And that's it. Alright, so that's it for this. Coming up next, the absolutely most hellacious part of this triple boss fight finale. The standoff at the ridge. That's coming up tomorrow. Yes, another cliffhanger. Thanks for watching.
I'm used to it.
And if you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, stuff like that there. And I'll see you next time for some more Horizon Zero Dawn. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.